Hey everyone, this is Abhinendra from CG Artist Academy, and for the first time I'm interacting with you guys. So today I'm gonna teach you how to create a holographic HUD elements in Maya. So let's jump into it. And today we're gonna create this. So this is Maya holographic HUD kind of element. We will create this, and whatever the setup we have, we will create. It will be like a procedural thing. So when the setup is completed, you can actually place any geometry, any model into the same setup. So what I did is I created setup for this, and after that I created this with the same setup. So let's get into it. So here I am in Maya, okay, and here is my geometry, which is Batman group. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a geometry which is polygon cube. Okay, let's scale it like it should cover till its shoulders. Okay, now scale in y-axis, something like this. Yep. So after it's done, select your Batman or whatever the geometry you are trying to apply this effect, and then select cube, go to mesh, boolean, and intersect. It will take some time. So it's done. So as you can see, it's got intersected. Okay, so what next we have to do is we have to animate this. So we will do that by doing this. Select this, your geometry, not the cube. Okay, so on the first frame we will do the animation of 100 frames. And in the first frame we have to see the head of the model. Okay, so let's do that quickly because it's high poly. So when I'm translating, actually it's calculating that high geometry with the boolean deformer we have applied. So that's why it's taking more time. So as you can see, on my first frame I'm seeing the head. Okay, let's key it in the wire. And go to the last frame. And here what we're gonna do is we'll again translate the y-axis, and we'll see the shoulder. Okay, we will just translate the value until we see the shoulder. Okay, let's do that quickly. So now on the last frame we can see the shoulder. Let's key it here also. Yeah, so what we did is, let me show you. I have animated the translate value of the model so that I can see from head to its shoulder. Okay, and because we are doing the boolean thing with a high poly mesh in the real time, so that's why it's taking more time to play. Okay, so what we can do is, first of all what we need to do is go to your animation editor, graph editor, and keys to be linear. Okay, next, because it's taking really much time to animate, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna translate we're gonna export as a Alembic file. Okay, so let's do that. select your this Batman or whatever the model name is. Okay, so go to cache, Alembic cache, export selection to Alembic. Okay, and I'm gonna export the 100 frames, which is this selected time slider. Time slider we have 1 to 100 frames. Okay, let's export. Okay, this is my exported version already, so I'm not going to export again. Okay, so let's get back to Maya and import the exported. Now let's import the exported Alembic file, which is holograph export, and this one, correct. So here it is. Just delete this one, and now if I animate, you can see that it's running very smoothly now. Okay, let's start our holographic effect thing. So first of all, we need to create a cube. Let's say particle cube, scale it around 0.1, be 0.01. okay, 0.05. okay, this is fine. And select this and go to your animation tab, mesh, create mesh network. Okay, before everything, let's save the file. Maya, go to your scene, let's place it Maya holographic tut version 001. Let's save it. So next we're gonna do is go to your mesh network, distribution node. Okay, here the distribution type is linear, let's make it mesh. Okay, and in this input mesh, drag your holographic model which you have created here. Okay, and in here scatter type should be vertex. Okay, and just enable this option, flood. So now you can see these cubes are on the geometry of it. Okay, so one more thing we need to do is we have to give a shader to it. Let's apply a shader, assign new material. Okay, AI flat shader. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's scale it down a bit, 0.001. Yeah, it's fine. So let's hide your model, and as you can see, I can easily see the particles now. Correct. So let's go back and do some other stuff. Save it. So let's add a offset node, mashup offset node, and in the offset node, mode should be override, and disable these rotation and position. Okay, and next thing we need to create is go to the fall of object and right click, create, and go under the hood, and instead of shape of sphere we'll do the cube. Scale it, yes, like this, and inner zone should be this much, put it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a transition with this. Okay, so on the frame of 10 you can choose according to your animated object. Okay, so what I will do is on the 10th of frame I'll set a key, select this, yes, select this, set a key, and on the first frame I'll be like this only. So let's key here also. So if I animate now, you can see we get this revealing kind of feel. Wait, I guess I did some mistake over here. No, actually I didn't do the mistake. All we need to do is set the first frame. So select this and push it over here and right click, keys, correct. So this way we are revealing it, we are doing the transition. Okay, let's scale it. Yes, yep. So this is the first transition. Now next what we need to do is go to your around 79th frame. Make sure you save your file because sometimes Maya get crash, so you won't be able to recover your file sometimes, so don't forget to save your files. Okay, so on this frame let's again key. Sorry, what we need is we only need the y-axis, so let's break it. Yeah, so and on the 80th frame so let's on the 80th frame let's take it above the model somehow here, key, and on the 100th frame we will vanish everything like this. Cool, let's key it and yeah, that's how I wanted. So our basic network is already set. Next what I need is, so now select your mesh and mesh editor. Okay, and right click on this and duplicate network. So now our network is duplicated. Now select your second mesh network, go to your distribute and here push along the normal. Let's increase this value. So as I'm increasing it, it's pushing those points outwards. Okay, so yeah, 0.42. It depends on you how far you're gonna go. So let's 4 is fine for me. Okay, next add a signal node. Okay, so now you can see that it has created this noise. We don't need that, just disable this enable step. Okay, and next what we need is go to your strength and decrease this. Yeah, I'm around 0.2. Okay, and increase your noise, so you will get this noisy and wavy kind of pattern, maybe around 9. And in the time scale, let's put the value of 0.1 or maybe 0.05. Okay, and anytime you can change these settings. Okay, whatever the value suits for your effect. Okay, so maybe 8. Yeah, I guess for me this is fine. Yes, let's save this. So that's how I achieve this effect. And if you want to like add more things, definitely you can. You just need to experiment with this. Okay, so let me create a play blast of it. So let's see how it's coming. And first of all, hide this. And let's create a play blast. So my play blast is done. Let's see how it's looking. Yeah, it's looking quite well, but in the end I am just seeing those wavy lines. So let's fix that. Like here, it's not completely vanishing at the end. Let's finish that. Unhide this. Unhide this. Okay, what we need is we just need to scale it a bit. Yes. Let's place it like this and key on this frame. It should not affect the process, so we need to like refine these keys. I guess, yeah, that's it. So that's how I achieve this look. Okay, and now the part is, if I have created another asset, how I'm gonna put in the same network setup. So let's do that. So let me import the sphere on which I actually created the same effect like I did on the Batman model. Okay, so in the export I have that sphere. Let's import it. Like you can see here, I did the same thing with that sphere. So now all we need is select this mesh network, go to your mesh distribute node and drag it here in input mesh. Again select the other mesh network, again drag and drop the sphere. Okay, now hide your sphere. Let's see how it's coming. And yes, it's working. As you can see that it's completely procedural. Now the same effect is working on this. All we need is we need to change the settings of this fall off. So that's how we can create this holographic HUD kind of thing. Okay, you can achieve this effect with the tricks I have showed you, and with the same effect I did this and this also. So that's pretty much it. I hope you like this tutorial, and you will, if you like this, please subscribe my channel and share with your friends, family and colleagues. All I'm trying to do is help the VFX artist community to build their own projects with the tips and techniques which I have learned in the production. So until then, we'll see you next time.